8 reigning champions BUL Football Club and NEC FC made it to the semi-finals of the FUFA Super 8 2025. BUL FC overcame Maroon Football Club by 3 goals to 1, while NEC FC edged Express on away goals rule after a 2-2 draw. Today, URA FC will face Kitara Football Club under the floodlights at Hams Stadium, Nachivo. And the question is, will the Royals of Kitara from Oima overturn the first leg deficit, or will the tax collectors maintain their first leg advantage and sail through to the semi-finals? That and more is what we are going to be talking about in today's match day live build-up. I am Alex Mugarubisima and I welcome you for today's match day live. I'll be joined by Tendo Anikta Msoke and Godfrey Mgisha to speak more of what will be transpiring this very night under the floodlights at Hams Stadium.
And referee Dula Joshua gets this game going. Joining us for the very first time, this is the second leg quarter-final between Kitara in the maroon and black shirts, attacking from right to left. And
Como Amel, Musisi Henry and Tala Sochiembe Sadiq are some of the players on the bench for the side of Kitara. Asil Crispas, Twaire Isaac, Sevandeke Eddie, Amanda Dennis and Wahab Gaddafi.
Tuhaire, because he is forward, probably to go into the place of Kalema, who I think has probably gotten stage fright.
Exactly. He's
not really gotten a good debut. He's always asked to come and defend, and his transition going forward is not good. There are moments where they wanted to use him for the counter attack, and he got the ball and fumbled with it, and it went out. I realize he's still not used to the pressure, but then John, I think, is a victim of what he did in the drum. They saw him dribble past the players, and I think they're putting it tight on him. With Faisal Matov playing as the left-sided centre back, his role is to capture John Bosco Biaranga, not to do anything. And
I haven't seen any cross from him, by the way.
You cannot see it with Faisal, because Faisal does not go forward anyway. He just waits there, and he doesn't pivot because Oti does the pivoting, and then who do the two balance as the centre backs, and Faisal is almost a hidden left back behind Bwangani. Bwangani does not even come back because there is no pressure. Bwangani has held the right back there, and John is alone. John Bosco Biaranga is alone this way, and he cannot beat go Faisal. So just like we see the defensive midfielders are too deep, and Zaga has to join them. So the distance covered is very long. They need a player who can displace and beat people, carry the ball and take it to John. Because even if you give him the pass, he has already been suffocated. He needs a double play to be released. Because if Bwangani and Aliro are the ones coming, and also Begisa, that means the players that Kitara was going to use are mostly doing defensive work, so they don't have the forward thing. And what Kitara has to do, or had opted to be doing, is to get them on the counter. Because with Bwangani out, Begisa out, and Aliro also out to look for goals, you see that the defensive midfield positions have Wamana and Norman Namanya, who also come to join Nicholas Kabonge, which means they have 3 players they must go through. But again, it is only Kadu who is there, because as these ones come, every midfielder will come and soak into the pocket that URA is trying to play from, to deny them the interpasses that they are trying to do. But they don't have the person, and they have not been given the opportunity to spread the long ball. That is what Kitara was doing in the previous season. Even the goal, if you remember the goal that they scored against URA at Butema, which was contested to be offside and all that, it was the long ball. Same way the goals that were scored against KCCA in the Super 8, if you remember. Balls from Pade Muhumuza into the spaces. Unfortunately now, there is only Patrick Kadu and in the middle. But back then it was going to the wings, either to Omedi or to Jude Semugabi. So they must get players who can open up through the wings and be recipients for that. But again, they must be quicker in dispatching that ball, because every time they want to do it, I think URA is aware of that. That is why you've seen flying tackles to players who want to execute the long ball. which was their signature back then.
Yes.
And again, Nelson Senka took a good save. Again by Medi Chibirike. Well, second piece of another 17 set piece coming in from two different players. This is a Nelson Senka took on this. Good save from Medi Chibirike. Trying to curve and get that piece of target. Came for the boys in blue. Wangwane plays it in and a good save again from Medi Chibirike, stretching in save there. Medi blue shots closing in from the that was at the far left. Nelson Senka trying to show his urgency.